All right, welcome back to the Motley Crew Week 2 recap. I apologize, it's Wednesday. I in a crazy thing, meant to do it Monday night, which has never happened, but I was still awake. And then I meant to do it Tuesday. And then, whatever, life got in the way. It's fine. Some people do their jobs and some people don't. Now, sadly, I actually don't remember who I picked in this thing, which is normally what I do, but I got to get it in because tomorrow's the day. Anyway, we'll go over what I remember vaguely. I remember my game pretty good. That's a part of having the utmost fantasy knowledge. Like, you don't forget strategies and all that, what's going on in your game. So I'll get to it. But mixing the kid on my chub this week played a Bundle of Rooski do. Excuse me. I was having a mouse issue there. So basically, the way this one unfolded, going into the game, I thought there was a shot that Bundle of Rooski do had a shot to win this thing. And to be honest, if he was playing anybody else, he probably would have. But he just ran up against this dominant fantasy force. But he still had a shot with Justin Herbert from memory, and I guess Quentin Johnson. That's who he had, and I still had, going into that game, Keenan Allen, Nick Chubb, Chase McLaughlin. I forgot where the tides turned there. Somebody scored more points than I thought they would have had. Nick Chubb, I think. As a matter of fact, yes, it was Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb ended up with 15. It was capable of probably getting 5. That could have spun it. Juwan Johnson had more than he was supposed to. Oh, Jonathan Taylor. It was Jonathan Taylor. Though we all know he has ability, that's really where the tides turn, and that's what put me above. So, sorry for you, Travis. You joined the 500 club. No offense. But, when you play raw talent like this, sometimes that can happen. Run. I don't know how you want me to say this because I think I know how to say his name. You're acting like I'm saying it wrong. Run A-Chan on my neighbors. So you won 128 to 113. That puts you at 1-1. You're in the 500 club now. Also, Jaden Savis, you're still in the 0 club. There's no 500. There's not. You're still in the 0 club, and that's okay. Historically, you had some problems there. It just didn't work out for you. But now you did only lose by 15 points. A large part of that was Joe Burrow got hurt. Could you imagine being a player in the 70s and telling your coach, like, "Coach, my toe hurts. I can't play." Can you imagine that? This is just a different world these days. I made that reference when the game was happening. It's a little embarrassment, to be honest. It is embarrassing if you really think about it. Like, "Coach, my toe hurts. I got to go out." Dude used to play with broken bones. That's what he did. And honestly, it's not this league. I had him in another league. So Joe Burrow hosed me also, except for I won that league, of course, because my supporting talent was a lot better. Now, Kenneth Walker definitely stepped up for you this week. Puka Nacua had, though he was projected a lot, scored a lot more. Jameson Williams. I mean, like, you had chances, but H-Chan, he scored 8 more points than normal. Oh, Malik Neighbors, that's the difference maker. So had Malik Neighbors, no offense, Jaden Savis, if Malik Neighbors didn't have the game of his entire life, according to the points I'm reading, really you would have pulled this out, and Seth would have been in the O club. But, so, it's just victim of circumstance. You literally got beat because one player, he didn't have, like, a good game. He had the best game he's ever had in fantasy. And that's how it goes, unfortunately. So that puts you in a special club. Right here we have Little Penix Hunter. Scott, you fell. I believe you won the first. Oh, well, you did. Well, you did because you lost this week. So put you in the 500 club. Pack full of love. Oh, Denton, look at us. Huh? In the winner's circle. How's it feel to be undefeated? I know a lot. I know sometimes you didn't last year. You were a pretty suspect team. No offense. But Little Penix Hunter here. Let's just do the overview. Where'd you go wrong? Just looking at it. Lab McConkey had less points. Mike Evans had less points. Travis Hunter had less points. Ricky Pearsall had less points. Because you lost pretty big, to be honest. You lost by 36 points. But really, because Derrick Henry on his side had nothing. Oh, Rome Odunze. I don't know if it's Rome. I don't know. But Odunze more than doubled his points, and that's kind of where the lopsidedness came from. Oh, that and having a kicker score more than every player versus the team you played. Brandon Aubrey had 23 points. Little Penix Hunter, the highest point total he had on his entire team was his quarterback, and the kicker had more points. That's kind of where it got lopsided. No offense, you are in the 500 club. Feels good to be in the winner's circle, pack full of love. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you out there. Go Bulldogs. So now we have Lloyd chasing my young ho. I don't like that name, Pat. That's a dumb name. Okay. Anyway, like even if I was your age, which I'm not, so that obviously is not happening. But even if I was your age, we wouldn't even date the same people. Like it wouldn't happen. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? I'm not a good looking kid. No, you're not good at fantasy. And I just think like the smart girls probably wouldn't date you because you're not that good at fantasy. And you're like, how do you know I'm not good at fantasy? Well, I can very clearly see here, as I see it, you're 0-2. You also are in the O Club. You have not won a game. And you got dropped by, can I even count that high? You got dropped by 47 points by Skynet, but he controls the internet. We all know that. You've seen Terminators. So Skynet, pulls out this great victory here. Made it just absolutely lopsided. But let's just see where you went wrong. Kyler Murray, less than. James Cook exploded. James Conner, less than. Jefferson, less than. Brock Bowers, less than. I mean, really, you just have some people who have names and some fantasy relevance, but none of them are really superstars. Even if Justin Jefferson could be a superstar, how many times has he had a quarterback that could actually get him the ball? Dak Prescott back on Skynet. Like, where did it get lopsided? Jamar Chase. Now, that's crazy because Joe Burrow got hurt. And I immediately thought when Joe Burrow got hurt that this thing would have just been over for Jamar Chase. Well, I guess if you're the backup quarterback and you're like, what do I do? And you're nervous. I guess you just throw it to Jamar Chase every time. I guess that's what you do, and it seems to work out for you. But just an absolute annihilation. And you did get beat, but you also played the guy with the Young Ho. You played the winner this week of the highest point total. So there's that. Because sadly, even if you scored 140, you wouldn't have won the thing. So, hey, good going there, Skynet. He's probably part of the AI world, and he works at Disney. So, like they own all the media, and like he probably knows all the secrets. And so, next we have Kicking Bass, not Chase Brown kids. Kicking Bass, you are 0-2. You're in the O Club also. You were at 106, and Brown Kids you're 500. You scored 143, which is the second highest point total of the week, which is, it's pretty good. Matter of fact, everybody was in the hundreds in this league, so that's pretty remarkable. It's a pretty high scoring league. It tells me everybody's really choosing your guys wisely. So let's see, where'd you go wrong, Kicking Bass? Your quarterback was half the total he was supposed to have. Your Ashton Genty, which I've never been high on, 10 less points. I don't understand. I mean, that's one of those rookie things. But, as we all know, quarterbacks help create offense if they can throw and they got receivers. Helps free up the running game. No, Geno Smith is not the guy to do that for them. So could Genty be good? Maybe if he's on another team. Javonte Williams, turns out he doesn't suck. So that was a bright spot for you. And then, some other guys. Waddle had more points, but you just have some people that didn't go up go up. You had people that didn't meet their expectations. And then on the other side at 143, you had to have a landslide. Yeah, Armand St. Brown, he almost had 40 points, which is amazing. And a guy who I've been mouthing on this thing, Enigma, turns out he's pretty good, I guess. I still probably wouldn't draft him, but yeah, pretty good. So that's what it is. Prater coming in, having some points there. He's 41 years old, just out there killing it. Good to see you, Matthew. Anyway, that's it, guys. Like, it's a sad deal. You can't win them all kicking bass. You know what I mean? So best you can do is just educate yourself, and hopefully you're not in the Oak Club next week. Then we have Master of Baits, and then Son of a Beach. I said I was going to look that up, and I didn't. Beach. It's one of them. So you know what? Tomorrow is the week 3 projections. I will know his name. I will know his name before I do the show tomorrow. Where are we at here? Trayvon Henderson had less points. No shocker. Nobody even knows who he is. Sounds like he sucks. Nico Collins, at least they threw him the ball this week. Brian Thomas Jr., your quarterback is Trevor Lawrence, and you play for a team that's terrible. You know what's weird, though, is like by name, the Jaguars should be good. Just by name. Just by players' names and notable names, and they're just not good. Which is sad, because if you really want to do the math on it here, I think they got the coolest suits, and I think if they were an actual good team with the coolest suits, I think they'd be America's new team outside of Buffalo. But they're not going to be able to do that because they're just historically terrible. I think they had one good year, 2 maybe. Did they make it to the Super Bowl? I don't remember. But whatever. But you did have Egbuka. He didn't meet what he was supposed to, but that guy's pretty good. And I can tell you for sure, Jalen Warren played above his head because the first week he was terrible. But that, you lost. Doesn't matter. Son of a Beach, you're 2-0. Hey, you're in the undefeated club. Master of Baits is not. I haven't done the math on this, but I think there's only 3 undefeated teams. And so, yeah, that's a bad deal. That's a real bad deal. So welcome to the club, myself, Denton, Isaiah. Listen, if any of you other guys who are not cutting it have any questions about tips or tricks or analysis, you should probably get with one of us 3. We could probably talk you through it. I probably, Isaiah, I mean, you could be 10-0. I hate your quarterback choice. I think it's terrible. But if you keep winning, whatever. Josh Jacobs played below where he was supposed to be. Where's your difference makers? Devonta Adams scored more points. Oh yeah, Tucker Kraft. I forgot about that. Who's that guy? That'd be the biggest week of his career right there. 24 fantasy points in our league. It won't be touched by him probably the rest of his career. And that's what put you over the edge. You won by 29 points. And yeah, I mean, it's a big win. So, I mean, that's our recap, guys. Nobody wants to watch a 14-minute recap. So I'm going to get off here so you can just watch 13 minutes and about 10 seconds once I say bye. I'll be out with the predictions tomorrow. Love everybody.